Welcome to the video. My name is Pushpinder Gill. Let me just get my pen here. Alright, so my name is Pushpinder Gill. This is my email address where you can contact me or send me your valuable feedback. Now let's just go ahead and get started. So this is your time and work video, and it is the second video on time and work, and we're going to learn the questions, how to do the questions when people work alternatively on alternative days or on alternative hours, right? All right, so let me just show you a question here, right? Let me say, okay, A here can do a job in 10 days. There is a person named A who can finish a job in 10 days, and there is a person named B who can finish a job in 20 days, right? And I ask you a question that A starts the work on the first day, and then B works on the second day and A doesn't work. Then A again works on the third day, but B works on the fourth day. So they work alternatively like that, and I want you to find how many days they are going to take to finish the job. So this is the question. This is the most basic question, that A takes 10 days to finish a job, B takes 20 days to finish the job, and they work alternatively each day starting with A. So how do we do this question? See, so as you must have watched my previous video on time and work, wherein we learn the basics about time and work. So I would recommend that for you guys to watch it, because without it, it is going to be a little bit tricky for you. But if you have watched that video, then it's going to be very smooth. So A over here can finish the job in 10 days, right? And B over here can finish the job in 20 days. So let me go ahead and assume the work to be of some units. Let's say there are 20 burgers or 20 units that has to be finished. Fine. So 20 units which has to be finished. Now A can finish the job in 10 days. That means he finishes 2 units every day. This is the rate I'm calculating for A. He finishes 2 units every day. Similarly, B can finish the job in 20 days. To finish 20 units, he'll be finishing 1 unit every day, right? Okay. Now here comes the question. Now A works on the first day. So what happens on the first day is A finishes 2 units. Then on the second day, B finishes 1 unit. So these are days and these are units. So this is what is happening. That means in a span of 2 days, 3 units are finished, right? In a span of 2 days, 3 units are finished. So I hope everyone is understanding what I'm trying to do here. Till here, it's basic stuff. Now comes the tricky part. So if I apply the unitary method, they say it takes them 2 days to finish 3 units. Fine. It takes them 2 days to finish 3 units. Now, how many units do I have to finish? I have to finish 20 units. Now guys, unitary method will not be helping out you guys out here. Why? Because every day has a different value. In every odd number day, an even number 2 units will be finished, and every even number day 1 unit will be finished. That means the question, the number of units that they're finishing every day is not consistent. It changes. It is changing. That means that I cannot completely rely on unitary method to give me the answer. So what should you do? So for that, I have to go close to 20 units. So he's finishing 3 units in every 2 days. Let me just multiply it by 6. Let me say he'll finish 18 units, and this also will get multiplied by 6 in 12 days. Fine. So he's finishing 18 units in 12 days. Now again, it's the turn of A to work. Now A finishes 2 units. That is what I require. That means 20 units would be finished in 1 more extra day. That is 13 days. You see guys how we came up with the right answer, with because unitary method will not be useful over here. If you would have applied unitary method, you would have got fractions as your answer, which is not the answer. So in this case, when alternate days are there, you would need not to completely rely on the unitary method. You would need to not to rely on the unitary method, and you're supposed to go close to the answer and then work it step by step. I hope everyone is understanding. I'll do a couple of 3-4 questions on this thing, and so you'll understand it in a better way, right? Now let's see this question. Now in this question, P can do a work in 12 days and Q can do the same work in 16 days. So if they work on alternate days, starting with P on the first day, Q on the second day, and P on the third day again, in how many days will the work be completed? So again guys, the step 1 is to lay down the question. Now P over here can finish the work in 12 days. Similarly, Q can finish the work in 16 days. So my step 1 should be is to assume some number of units. So let me assume that the work is of 48 units. Let me assume that the work is of 48 units. Now P over here finishes the work in 12 days. That means he must be finishing 4 units every day, right? Similarly, Q here is able to finish the work in 16 days. To finish 48 units, he must be finishing 3 units every day. So I hope everyone is understanding what I'm trying to do here, right? So 4 units every day and 3 units every day. Now they are working on alternate days, right? P is working on the first day, Q is working on the second day. So these are days here. Let's see what happens. So these are days here and these are units here. Fine. Okay. So what is happening on the first day? First day P is working and he is finishing his 4 units. On the second day Q is working and he is finishing his 3 units. Again on the third day P is working and is finishing his 4 units. That means this cycle is going to repeat itself all the time, which means that every 2 days, how many units guys? 7 units are going to be finished. So every 2 days 7 units are going to be finished. So till now it's pretty basic stuff. Now what do I have to do? Don't apply unitary method because every day has a different value. It's not consistently organized. So what you need to do is you need to go close to 48. I hope you're understanding. So you need to go to close to 48. So 7 units are finished in 2 days. So let me just go close to it. That means if I multiply it by 6 here, I don't have to go beyond 48. I just have to get close to 48 but lesser than that. So that means if I multiply 6 on the both sides, I can say it is going to take 12 days. It is going to take 12 days for them to finish 42 units, right? So I hope everyone is understanding. So it is going to take 12 days for them to finish 42 units. Now whose turn it is? Now it is P's turn again. Let me add 1 more day. Now guys, what we do, we keep adding more and more days. So if I add 1 more day on the when 13 days are finished, now it's the turn of P again because it's starting with P. So if I add 4 here, because P finishes 4 units, it's going to be 46 unit guys, right? It's 46 units. Now whose turn it is? It's Q's turn, and Q here is able to finish. Now let me just show you guys here. Q here is able to finish 3 units in 1 single day. So how many units do we require? We need to finish 48 units and we have already finished 46 units. We just require 2 units, which will take, if you apply unitary method, 2 by 3 days, right? Which is going to take just 2 by 3 days. So our answer comes out to be 13 days here and 2 by 3 days here. So our answer is equal to 13 2 by 3 days. So I hope everyone is understanding what I did over here. I'll just take a quick recap again as well so that you understand. See, till here it was pretty basic stuff. We came close to 48. That is the maximum that we could come close to using an integer value is 42. Now it's the turn of P. He finishes 4 units. 1 day happens, he finishes 4 units. Fine. Again, now we require 2 units. However, Q is going to finish 3 units that day. That means he'll be taking just 2/3 of the day to finish the job. So 13 days there, 2/3 day here, that means a total of 13 2/3 days, right? So I hope everyone understood. This was pretty, it was a good question, but if you had used unitary method, you would never get the answer. Fine. So let's see that. Now in this question over here, A can do a work in 15 days, B can do the same work in 25 days, and if they work on alternate days, starting with B on the first day, which is very important. He's trying to confuse you. He's starting with B on the first day, then A on the second day. So how many days will the work be completed? Again, the same kind of question, right? So let me just do it in a quick manner so that you are able to understand it. So 15, A does the work in 15 days and B is able to finish that same job in 25 days. So A is able to finish the job in 15 days, B is able to finish the job in 25 days. Now let us assume some number of units. Give me a good number which is divisible by 15 and 25. Yes, let's assume the work to be of 150 units, right? Which means that A is going to finish 10 units every day and B is going to finish 6 units every day, if I've done the math right. Yeah, right? So now what is going to happen? Let's see. Now these are days and these are units. Fine. Now on the first day, B starts the work. That means B finishes 6 units. On the second day, A works, which means that A finishes 10 units, and this cycle is going to repeat itself all over again and again. That means if I write it here, it is going to take 2 days. Every 2 days they're going to finish 10 plus 6, that is 16 units. That means every 2 days they're going to finish 16 units, right? So now again I have to get close to which value? I have to get close to 150. So since they are able to finish the job in 2 days, in 2 days they are able to finish 16 units. So to get close to 150, I have to multiply it here, right? So I multiply by 9 here, which is going to give me pretty close answer. So it takes them 18 days, guys, because 9 into 2, 18. It gives them 18 days to finish 144 units. Fine. So it takes them 18 days to finish 144 units. Now, whose turn it is? It's not A's turn, it's B's turn. Why? Because B starts on the first day, if you see here. Now it's B's turn. So I add 1 unit here and B finishes 6 units that day. So I have to add 6 here. That means it completely takes 19 days for them to finish 150 units. So that means our answer is 19, and here is our answer. So it was not that tricky, but you had to know that when someone works on alternate days, you have to take the question. You should not use completely the unitary method. You're going to get your answer wrong, definitely wrong, right? So that's how you're supposed to go. I hope everyone is understanding. So let's look at this question. Now A, B, C working alone can do a piece of work in 15, 30 and 45 days respectively. If they work individually one after the other, A on first day, B on second day, C on third day, so how many days will the work be completed? Now this is the same kind of work, right? So what do you need to do? Again, so A here is able to finish the job in 15 days. Fine. B over here is able to finish the same job in 30 days, and C here is able to finish the same job in 45 days. I hope I'm right. Yeah. Okay. So what I need to do is, we need to assume the work to be of some number of units, and the best number that is going to be, let us assume that the total work is of 180 units, right? So let us assume the total work to be of 180 units, which would be like, the number which will be divisible by all these 3 numbers. So if A over here is able to finish the job A over here is able to finish the job in 15 days. That means he's going to finish 12 units every day. Fine. And if B over here is able to finish the job in 30 days, that means he's going to finish 6 units every day. Fine. And C is able to finish the job in 45 days. That means he's going to finish 4 units every day. I could have even taken 90, that would have made life easier. Chalo, no problem. Okay, so A is able to finish 12 units every day, B 6 units every day, and C 4 units every day. Fine. So now let's get with the question. Now what happens? Days are here and units are here. A works on the first day, B on the second day, and C on the third day. So A works on the first day, so he finishes 12 units. B on the second day, so he finishes 6 units. C on the third day, so he finishes 4 units, and that's how the cycle repeats. Which means that in a span of 3 days, they are going to finish 22 units, right? In a span of 2 days, they're going to finish 22 units. So now what we have to do is we have to go close to 180. So we have to go close to 180. So what I need to do is, let me just go ahead and multiply 8 here. All right. So once I multiply 8, so 8 times 3 is 24. Right. So in 24, 176 units are finished. So if my math is right, I suppose, yeah, it's right. Okay. So 24 days is taken by them to finish 176 units. So now whose turn it is? Now again, when the cycle repeats, it's A's turn. All right. So now it's A's turn. How many units do we need? We need 4 units. 4 units is what we need. A over here is able to finish 12 units in a single day. If he's able to finish 12 units in a single day, for 4 units, he's just going to take 1/3 of the day if you apply unitary method. So 24 days he took here, 1/3 day he took here. That means he took this many number of days on a total to finish the job, right? So I hope everyone understood. It's the same thing that we're doing over and over and over again. In the previous question, we have done the same things. It's just the numbers are pretty different. So the questions are going to be the same, right? He can ask you, he can delete some value and add some value. So that's what the question maker is going to do. So that's what we need to do. We need to understand the limitations of the question maker. Once we understand that, yes, this test is going to be, any test is going to be cakewalk for you guys. But once you assume that, okay, yeah, he can ask any question and I don't know, I just need to do a specific set of questions. No, you should always exhaust everything, right? You should always cover that topic in such a specific manner, in such an exhaustive manner that, okay, the question maker cannot fool you guys, right? So I hope everyone understood this. Let's see one more question over here. So an inlet tap X can fill, I'm sorry, I will be given the answer. An inlet tap X can fill an empty tank in 10 hours. Another inlet tap Y can fill the same tank in 15 hours. And there is an outlet tap Z which can empty the tank in 20 hours. If taps are opened on alternate hours, that is X is open first, Y is open second, and Z is open third, and how many hours is going to be taken? So this question is a little bit different because there is an outlet tap, right, which empties the tank. So let's see this question. So there is this tap X which can fill it in 10 hours. So I'm going to be a little bit fast in this question, guys, because I want to show you how fast you can do this question. An outlet tap Y is going to fill it in 15 hours. This is also an inlet. Then an outlet is there which finishes in 20 hours. So let me assume the total work to be of 60 units. That means he finishes 6 units every hour. He finishes 4 units every hour. He finishes 3 units every hour, right? Now let's see. These are number of days and these are number of units. So on the first day, so this is -3, right? This is negative. On the first day, what happens? it's the turn of X. He fills in 6 units. On the second day, it's turn of Y. He fills 4 units. On the third day, he empties 3 units. So that means on a span of 3 days, 7 units are filled, right? So this is what is happening. X is opened for the first hour, Y for the second, and Z for the third. So every 3 hours, he fills in how much? 7 units. Now we have to get close to 60 because we have to fill the tank. So if we have to get close to 60, we have to multiply 8 over here. Fine. So by multiplying 8, I get 24 hours here and I get 56 units here. Fine. So these are 56 units. Now how many units do we need? We need 4 units. All right. We need 4 units. And whose turn it is? It's X turn. How many units is he filling? He fills 6 units in a single hour. So how much time is it going to take? It's going to take 4 by 6 hours, which is nothing but 2 by 3 hours. So 24 hours are taken here, 2 by 3 hours are taken here. So the answer is 24 2 by 3. I hope you understood, guys. I don't need to tell you anything in this question. If you have watched the video with the focus in your mind to achieve, you definitely would have got the answer. There is no way you can get the wrong answer. If you got the wrong answer in this question, go back and watch the video again. That's what I'm going to say, right? So this was about this question, and thank you very much for your viewership, for your love, for your support. You know my email address. It's my name, PUSHPINDER, it's a big one, right? 08@gmail.com. So this is my name. This is my email address. Don't forget to send me your valuable feedback, guys. And if you have any question, if you have any query, you have anything, right, question related to even verbal or even quant or even related to admissions or anything, please do email me, give me your valuable feedback. Thank you very much. Keep sticking for more videos because I'm going to be posting more and more videos. So thank you very much and see you in next video.